Run scissors, sunny star. Run scissors, sunny star. Run scissors, sunny star. Powder snap, powder jar. Snap, shim returns 1,000, shim returns 1,000, shim returns 1,000. Powder snap, shim returns 1,000. Run scissors, sunny star. Okay, girlfriends, this is gonna be called There's No Need for Hostility when we watch a good horror movie. Okay. And it's gonna have a slash. Rick Hoffman was very funny in the Hostel movie. Okay, that's it. Alright, this is who's gonna be involved. Christopher Lambert, but he's gonna have jail time. Christopher Walken, he's gonna die. Rob Lowe's just gonna die. Slash and his clones too are gonna die. Donald Marshall gonna die too. A clone. He's actually a clone. Donald Marshall's gonna die. Everything of him gets destroyed, including his clones and chips of his memories. We're gonna kill all dead chip heads today, ladies. We're gonna kill every single dead chip head that's being triggered, being brought back to life by Satan by putting his little death kill switch, whatever life switch, whatever that he does. We're gonna kill all his dead chip heads today, Hostel style. Now, okay, I'm gonna switch to Hostel now. Depending if I, okay, there it is. Now, no Hostel movie. But anyway, one second. There it is. Now, anyway, this is what we're gonna do. I want you. I'm doing this as a crucial utterly, girls, because I know Celine did this to me one time, but she didn't yell at. She did yell at me in the Just for a Dream when I was at Clone Center. Okay, well here comes the crucial utterly. I know, ma'am, you apologize, but this is what's gonna happen. I want Christopher Walken to get this guy in his house and tell him, hey man, remember? You have to say that weird speech. Have a Rick Hoffman like guy come in with a gun like that and go in and talk to Christopher Walken and say, hey man, remember we used to do killings together and everything like that? Remember when we used to do all this and we used to do this? We put the guns in the women's so-and-sos and so blast them to hell. Remember we did all those ugly things? Remember we used to bite their nipples off too? Remember we used to do all this weird ugly stuff? You can say just like this guy in the movie, ladies. Because I think that's what Christopher Walken used to do, or did. He did, Father, thank you. He did some weird stuff like that. So you can tell him that. Remember, man? Remember? You were acting like that, the King of New York, man. I know you got that scene from the weird times that we had when we used to go meet Evil and Gangster and all those people in the cloning centers and all the weird places and the pedo ranches that we used to go and have fun over there. Remember that, buddy? Remember? You used to tell me when you were drunk. You used to tell me when you were high. We were high together. Remember that, dude? Remember that, man? What the heck's your problem, man? You forgot now already? Well, you just got rich all of a sudden? You forget about the good times we had together? You can say crap like that, girlfriends, to this guy. And all of a sudden, okay, man, I don't like you no more. And you blast him in his head. Like a gangster. This is something that looks like this crazy guy. But he's not really crazy. He's probably a really nice guy, the real guy. But the guy that looks like him, okay? Okay. But anyway, and also, that's it. And he has the whole get up too. He has like, it looks like he's about to go kill some people or something, like he's about to go torture people. He has gloves on too. But anyway, okay, Christopher Lambert's gonna get jail time because I think he had something, I have underage woman or something, girl. And boy's father? Okay, we'll take him in, have Angelique Bouchard go in there and tell him, oh hi, my name's Olga, man, this is gonna sound funny. Olga Afidasane. She said, you say that's my nickname because the next time you meet me, you may not have another time to go. You might go for life because I always get people into jail for a long time. I'm a bit of a crusader over getting evil people to prison. You could tell him. But anyway, you tell him, oh, I love your movie as Raiden and Mortal Kombat. You can tell him. Okay, and I love your movie as Highlander. And you go like tripped out as an FBI agent that you are, and you say, there can only be one. Like that, you can go like that to him. It's true. I don't know, I'm just laughing because you say, I can only go, you only could be one, and stuff like that. But you tell him, but in where you're going, there's going to be a lot of ones. So the thing is that we're going to have to take you in, sir. So you're going to be in solitary confinement. Don't worry. You put him in there, and then you have Christopher Lambert stay there, and he probably wants to know what's his crime, and you can tell him, and you dress as a security guard now. And then you start dressing like the Hostel people. Sorry, man. Okay. And then you say, oh, did I tell you? I'm actually part of a elite group of people that we actually like to torture people. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But don't worry. We're not going to kill you. We're just going to torture you really bad. You might lose a finger or something. I promise you that. You can tell him. You'll lose maybe something of maybe like, maybe like a male organ or something. I don't know. Is that something you'll miss, Mr. Lambert? I don't know. You're not going to do that to him. You're just going to torture him. Your you know what self. Your doppelganger self. And you bring out your chainsaw. A bobcat one. That already has blood on it. Okay. Anyway, real one or something. Anyway, that's it for him, and you do your torture on him, and that's it. Flog him, whatever you do with that doppelganger spirit, looks like you, but the hostile. That's it. And you can go dominatrix too with your luck too, like you did in the Manchester regime that I had with you, so and stuff like that too. I think the worst. Okay, but he doesn't die. This is the real Christopher Lambert. Okay, and then he just goes back to jail, and everything turns normal, and he's actually in prison now. Whatever it is around LA, wherever in Europe, he goes to prison permanently. All the people will know, don't let this guy out. Make sure all papers are signed properly, that he's not getting out at all, because he's wanted for pedophilia and messing with underage women and boys. Okay, he says for good. Okay, Rob Lowe's going to die. Rob Lowe's going to die hostile death too. What's going to happen is that he's going to have a nightmare, and the nightmare's going to turn real like the Matrix, and he's going to be running away from some guys with chainsaws, and they're like they have him tied up somewhere, but he escapes, and he's running from these guys, and there's like bloody body parts all over the place in his nightmare, like the movie Hostel movies. And then he's like, oh weird, and then he opens doors. Rob Lowe, there's doors of like women hanging upside down naked, blood dripping all over them, guys too. Another door, mass orgies of men and women having sex, and the Baphomet picture, I don't know, I think you could picture that. Yeah, I see it. And so weird stuff, having sex with each other, doing weird stuff in there, in other rooms, in this weird freaked out room, this reality in his dream. And then he goes in there, and then like that, and then he goes in and he sees underage girls and boys being locked in cages and stuff, and the boys and girls are saying, hey, can you get us out, please? I need to get out of here. He said, where's my mom? Where's my dad? You can have little boys and girls crying out that to the Rob Lowe when he's like opening doors and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden like, you see like body parts and stuff like that. Like guys look like a Chef Boyardee looking psychopath or something in the other room. Look like Salvador Dali in some other room somewhere in this weird freaked out room in Europe somewhere in his dream. And some guys like barbecuing body arms and the limbs and weird stuff and licking his fingers and say, bonjour. Bon appetit, and all that weird stuff, you know, stuff like that, you know, have him say that, and stuff like that. And then he runs, and all of a sudden, he goes to another door, and it's a chainsaw guy that looks like the guy from Hostel, and he looks at him, and then he sticks the chainsaw right in his gut, and that's it, and goes up like this, man. And then in his room, and that's the dream, but in the reality, he actually did get cut in half, because it's invisible cutting. He got cut away from the waist in, up in his head, so he's dead in his bed, too. Alright, he's gone now. Now Slash is going to meet this guy that looks like him, but more psycho. Has long hair. He's going to say, like a stoner looking. Say, hey man, he has a gun and say, hey man, you know, hey man, but it's gonna be different, like not like Christopher Walken. It's gonna be like, hey man, you know, he says the whole speech like the guy from Eli Ross movie Hustle. Everything except for the P word. You can say sex or something. Okay, now the guy. Maybe I should change the guy into a female. Okay, let's change the guy into a female. And she's kind of like tripping out and something like that late at night. She's all telling him, hey, 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 honey, hey, hey, and yeah, she